Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, fine.
So, tell me about the exposure in web server. What are the web server you have worked?
So web server I worked completely Red Hat satellite server I worked. So for the release process we are using the Red Hat satellite server from the Jenkins only. I automated the complete process. Once release is completed, it will automatically move. Upload the packages into. Deploy the packages into web server. From there, once it is done, I will install the packages into different test missions. So this kind of activities I did in web server.
No, I mean, have you ever worked in web server configuration?
Yeah, server configuration RHV I worked. So
RH,
anywhere RHV, Red Hat Enterprise.
RHEL.
RHEV, Red Hat Enterprise Virtualization.
Okay, RHEL.
Yeah, yeah, Red Hat Enterprise.
Okay.
I worked there completely. Server administration side, I created multiple VMs in the RHEV, and also I created environment for particular requirements I worked.
No,
So
the web server is different. I mean, this is like Apache, Tomcat, these
yeah,
are the
yeah, basic knowledge in Tomcat server. Only deployment purpose I worked in Tomcat. Yeah, so completely RHEV environment I worked. Yeah.
So, what kind of task you have done in Tomcat?
Tomcat only like deployment part I did in the web apps folder. Once my Jenkins job getting success, we are generating the packages. Using the Tomcat server, we are in web apps folder. We'll keep my packages and then I can deploy the packages into application. This kind of activities I did in Apache Tomcat.
Okay. And on the database part, you have done anything?
Database part, I used to use in the RDS in Amazon Web Services I work. So, physical machines I didn't work on the database.
Okay.
Yeah. I have good knowledge in creating the database in AWS.
So, how do you determine the size of the instance in the database? I mean, suppose you require to create a RDS. So, how do you determine the size? What size will be taken of the RDS instance?
What?
How do you determine the size of the instance? What type of instance need to be taken in AWS RDS?
For that, when we creating the database only, we will provide the size, how much size we have to provide.
Having, is there any parameter you consider before selecting an instance, or this comes from other team?
It will, when we creating the default mission, that time only we have to select in that option. How much memory you wanted to keep for the particular database. Yeah, there only you have to select.
And what are the scripting knowledge you have? I mean,
I worked in shell script I worked.
only shell script.
Yeah, only shell script.
You have not worked with Python or any other.
No, Python I didn't work.
Shell scripting, what are the tasks you have done?
So in shell script I did the automate the process of build architecture, deploy the packages into different environment. Once Jenkins job getting success, it will take the packages from the Jenkins server. Then it will deploy the packages into different dev environment or staging environment. So different environments it will deploy the packages. So these kind of activities I did in shell script. And also email notification also if I wanted to automate after Jenkins job getting failure or anything issue happen. So it will configure it will send notification to my developers with the last Jenkins log. So this process I did.
So what did you learn this shell scripting?
So I learn many things from the self scripting. Like if something, if I want to reducing the time of the any work, like if you are spending the time for like most of the things is manual work. If you are daily activities, if you want to some restart the server in daily night particular time, so no need to wait until that time. So you can automate the process. You can use the self scripting, and also sometimes like you can if you want to install the packages into different servers. So no need to go and log into that server. So you can use using the scripts. You can automate the complete process into servers. So and also if I wanted to send the notifications into all developers or different teams at a time, we can write the shell scripts. So these kind of activities we have, this kind of advantages we have while using the shell script.
So some basic shell scripting like greater than 2 and 1.
Yeah.
So you know what that means?
Greater than
Greater than 2 and 1?
2 and 1.
Yeah, greater than 2 and percent 1.
2 and 1 like means so if I want to pass the some parameters like G local host of error if I want to pass using the pipe head, so that situations we will use.
And you know what is the difference between break and continue in shell scripting?
Yeah.
If there is a loop, I mean, if there is a shell scripting loop from start.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between break and continue?
So break is nothing but break and continue are like built-in shell script functions. So which are escape from the within the while or for you can use that. If I want to like if you want like syntax how to write like this.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to write same thing break and while into your syntax, you can use some a equal to 0 while $a minus lt equal to some value you can pass 10 do and echo you will pass $a, and also you will pass if condition $a minus eq equal I mean 5, and then break you can use, and fi a equal to $a plus 1, like that you can use example scenarios.
So in Jenkins,
Yeah.
you connect to a remote server, right? To
Yeah.
execute command.
Yeah, I can
So
connect
how do you do that? How do you do that?
using the SSH. I will connect it to a remote mission.
Okay.
Yeah,
And through that shell script, how do you do that?
to the shell script we can pass the execute shell from the Jenkins configuration. We can connect it to curl, you can use curl and call the particular server. You can use like that way.
Curl is for
Sorry. Curl is only it will call the particular function, not that one. You can use only SSH to that remote mission.
and if you need to insert any line into your file, suppose in a remote there is a file you need to modify. Okay. So if you need to insert any line in that file, what command will you use?
What? Can you please again?
I mean, if there is any remote server,
Okay.
to modify or insert a line in that file.
Okay.
So how will you do that?
Using Linux only.
Shell command.
that you will pass only you can insert or copy. Which one you
You
want?
can insert a line inside the file, inside that existing file, not replace the file. You simply say say there's a file and the 10th or 11th line there will be one word need to be inserted. So what
Yeah, yeah. If I want to insert echo some text, I will give dollar. Pipe SHH remote user at the rate of remote mission host name and double quote cat greater than slash remote file dot text that file name we can give. If I wanted to append, then I can use the cat greater than like that append.
there's a command called sed, SED,
Which one?
SED, sed.
Yeah, SCD also that way. Yeah, one more way, but I can use like this way. Like maybe it is lengthy way what I told, so we can use that way also.
So you know the Linux process IDs knowledge, that what are the process running, how the
Yeah,
process is that.
yeah, I know.
So how can you know the process name from its process ID?
Yeah. So usually PS-EF pipe grep we can use to search the process. What and all
But that will show you the process ID.
Yeah, process ID it will show.
From process ID, you need to know the process name.
Process name. Process name for that we can use free process name. Not sure about this.
And in cloud infrastructure, what are the in AWS knowledge, right?
Yeah, I have knowledge in AWS.
On AWS, what are the modules you have used?
So EC2 services we are using and VPC also we are using.
Which one? VPC, RDS.
Yeah, RDS, yeah, I have knowledge in database also. Creating the database.
The AWS services?
Services, IAM I have knowledge, identity access management, and S3 also knowledge, and also CloudWatch also I have knowledge.
And what type of experience you have on AWS? And what are the tasks you have?
Yeah, so usually in AWS I did many tasks. So what are the day-to-day things is usually we are automating we are planning to automate the DevOps process with AWS. Like how it will do is, so once my Jenkins job getting, now I am doing the manual work in AWS. Once my Jenkins job getting success, that packages will created in Jenkins. That packages where we will keep it in the cloud. We are using S3 buckets. We will create. So for each and every release, we are creating the buckets in the environment of in the AWS S3 bucket. So once my release is completed, that packages I will store in that particular S3 bucket. And also what we have to do is I will create instances for my developer requirement. Some situations my developer asking to create the particular environment, like they will give the some requirements, like if having some 100 GB memory, something like that. According to that, I will create instances in the AWS. And also, very rare cases, my developers will ask to, create the VPC virtual private cloud into their networking side. So that also I worked in AWS. And also I give access management using the IAM identity access management, giving the access to my developers, like read, write, or sometimes
So you have multiple AWS accounts or single accounts?
So in my project I have only admin access. I can able to log into all missions, but account is only one account I have. Yeah. So based upon, we have a one test. Regions we are using.
So how, you are connecting Jenkins, the AWS, deploying on AWS through Jenkins?
That's what that migration. Now I am working on the automating the complete process into code deploy. We have a service in the AWS. So using that, I can automate the process using the code deploy service into AWS. Now currently I am working on that.
No, apart from, say, if you from Jenkins jobs,
Uh,
you need to deploy something on AWS EC2. Okay.
yeah.
So how will connect the EC2 instance to Jenkins? How do you deploy?
That's what. To Jenkins, I never get the chance to work. Very recently, from past 4 months, I started career in AWS. That much knowledge I don't have.
Okay.
To deploy the packages, we are using the Chef and Rundeck.
Chef and?
Rundeck.
Okay. Then.
Yeah.
So you have knowledge in Chef also.
Yeah, Chef also I have knowledge.
And you create REST cookbooks.
Yeah, I created a cookbook.
Can you, okay, no, I'll come to that part later. Let's finish this cloud part.
Yeah.
So on cloud, I mean, how do you change if a developer, you have created an instance, and the developer says that instance will be what for that.
What? Again, can you please repeat?
So,
How to change that?
yeah, I mean, if your developer requests you to increase the memory of that instance, how do you do that?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes. So I was asking that if your developer asks you to increase the memory of that instance they are working on, so what you will do?
Yeah. So for that, what I will do is I will go to I'll connect to my EC2 instance. So whatever elastic IP I created, that I have to log into that particular mission. So after that, first I will check like whether it is a Linux or Windows. After that, I will add using the volumes I will create into my Linux mission or Windows mission. I can attach that volume into my instance.
I mean, you will create a new instance and attach that volume.
No need to create. Already we have instance, right? That only I can use.
Yeah, I'm not talking about disk. I'm talking about the RAM, memory.
Internal,
Memory, physical.
yeah. So when we
RAM.
creating the instance only, we can use that, right? We can create, we can assign the memory.
That I know. When you're creating, you can select how much RAM memory you required. But once the instance is required and your developer needs more memory on that instance, how we do add memory RAM? Say there's a Linux server which has 4 GB or 8 GB memory, 8 GB memory, and your developer needs to upgrade it to 16 GB. Okay, 16 GB memory. Nothing will change, only memory will, because they need more memory to execute their application. So what will do there?
Yeah. So for that, in either VMware or Linux box, I
No,
will.
I'm talking about AWS.
Yeah. For that only, fdisk-l, first I will check the memory of my server. So what?
FD
Yeah, fdisk-l.
to check your memory, server. FD I thought it is for disk space.
Yeah, disk. Yeah, complete disk space it will show.
So I'm not talking about disk space. I'm talking about the RAM.
We can attach volume, correct? For
I'm not talking. You were stick on volume. I'm not talking about volume. I'm not talking about disk. I'm talking about RAM. RAM. RAM.
yeah. We can. That is only Windows instance or Linux instance?
Whichever, maybe Windows or Linux, whichever.
Yeah, for that we have to log into our RAM. I mean, RAM we have to log in, and yeah, boot. Yeah, boot settings we have to go in the Windows machine,
Hmm?
and in the there only task manager we have to go. Task manager and resource monitor we have to go, and there we have to. I mean, physical memory we have to check. I mean, in the server we have to check.
Hmm.
Yeah. After that, I will add in the physical memory. For that, in the memory tab, we have one option, right? Memory tab, and you can see the performance tab, operating the resource monitor, and then navigate that into memory tab.
Hmm.
Then task manager and breakdown to the physical memory. Then you can check the available memory. After that, then you can go to memory and then add more RAM to that option.
You cannot actually increase memory of your instance from logging into it. You have to do it from AWS console. Okay. That's the basic.
Console only.
Mm-hmm. So we have to do it from console. We have to stop instance and change the instance size.
Yeah, actually this activity, yeah, I didn't do that, but I thought only I am explaining in Linux environment.
No, even it's Linux or Windows doesn't matter.
Okay,
We just need to change the instance size.
okay,
That's the only way to achieve more memory.
okay, yeah,
And so let's come to CI/CD DevOps.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Tell me, about your views about DevOps. What is DevOps and why do you need it?
Yeah, it's completely DevOps is nothing but development and operation. So how it will work is it is a complete automation process. While using the DevOps, we have a more advantages. So you main advantages of DevOps is we can continuous integration and continuous delivery. I mean what I am telling here is, so whenever my developer developing the source code, no need to wait releasing the one product into market. So day to day, once my developer developing the source code, after that what they will do is they will check in the source code into integrating the tools. We have a integration tool, different Jenkins we have. So once their development is done, they will check it in the source code into Jenkins. So what Jenkins will do is automatically it will trigger the builds whenever my developer check in the source code. It will give the packages. Using this activity, what is the benefit is you can save the release time. Suppose while using the DevOps, so day to day whenever your developer developing the source code, automatically packages you come to know the issues and packages will created. If you don't have DevOps, so what will happen is daily they have to work on the development. So at the end of the month, I mean release time, before release time 2-3 days, they will start the completely merging the process and compiling everything they have to do within 3 or 4 days. So while using the DevOps, what we can do is we can automate the complete architecture. Once development is done, till deployment it will do the no need to do any manual activity. But that we require different tools in DevOps.
Okay, which are the top DevOps tools? Which tools you have worked on?
Yeah, so coming to tools, so version control system is required SVN or Git. So basically why we require that is, once my development is done, I have to check keep that code into some other location. We are using the either SVN or Git. So after that build tools we are using either Ant or Maven to build the packages. So in Maven we have a different stages. So based upon the life cycle we have in my Maven, so based upon that stages it will go and it will do the activities. So what I will do is once my development is done, I will configure this SVN and Maven into my Jenkins. So in Jenkins I created the packages in Jenkins. Later once it is done, I can deploy that packages into different test missions.
So you store packages in Jenkins or do you use any?
No, Nexus repository, Artifactory repository we are using.
And any testing tool you have used?
Testing, smoke test I did in my past experience.
DevOps there is testing tool you have used?
No, no, testing tool we can use, but I never worked on testing tools.
And configuration management deployment tools?
Yeah, so Rundeck I worked and Chef also I worked.
Okay. And any monitoring tool?
Monitoring tool, now like we are introducing Splunk, we are planning to use the Splunk. So just we install that plugin in Jenkins, not yet to start working on that. Usually we are using health check monitoring only.
Okay. And any containerizer?
No,
No containerizer?
no.
So these are the main things in DevOps, right? Not only Git and Jenkins, there are a lot of things like
Yeah, Docker also we are using, so containerization tool.
so why the version control system is required?
So version control system we required to maintaining the historical data into server. I mean, once our day to day our developers developing the source code, every time they are changing the code. Whenever they are changing the code, it will happen. They will commit the source code into version controlling. We can track the history if I require. And also in version control system, we are maintaining the code by version we are maintaining. And every commit, I mean, every changes, we will get the revision number. So according to the revision number, we can track the history. So these kind of advantages we have while using the version control system.
And any branching strategies used in your?
Yeah, we have a branching strategy. So we are using the trunk branch tag we are creating in the SVN repository. So in the trunk, what we are doing is we are maintaining the original source code of the particular version, any version. Once my development is done, that original source code we are maintaining in trunk. Coming to branches, we are creating the multiple branches in the sub branches. So what are the types we are maintaining? Standard branches we are maintaining, and sometimes we will create the bug fix branches, and also sometimes we are creating the hard fix branches or temporary branches. So these kind of branches we are maintaining. So according to the developer requirement, we are creating the branches. Coming to the tags, so what we are doing in tags is nothing but, so daily we are, daily is nothing but once my release is completed, we are taking the backups of the particular version for the future reference. So we are using the tags. So this kind of strategy we are using.
So you are using Git or SVN?
SVN we are using, and Git also I have knowledge.
So what's the difference between Git and SVN?
Yeah, so basic difference between the Git and SVN is, in SVN we can, directly we can operate with the system check-in and check-out. Here there is no review stage. But coming to the Git, we have a staging area. While using the staging area, whenever you want to push the code from the local machine, you can we can review the code in the staging area. That is the main difference in the Git and SVN. And also we have compared to SVN, Git very easy branching strategy. Here master is default branch when we creating the GitHub. So here there is no different branches. Directly we can communicate with the master branch only. Even compared to the SVN merging process also easy, little bit easy in the Git. So these are the main difference between SVN and Git.
You know Git commands?
Yeah, Git commands I know.
So how to create a new commit that unloads all changes you made in the bad commit?
Yeah. So git commit -m double quote message we can pass.
No, that is a I mean, the fix that file. I mean, all the changes you have made, how to undo that?
How can? Can you please repeat once second?
Undo all the changes that made in that commit.
Undo all the changes. No need to push changes into a repository.
No. So you have committed something bad. Okay. So you need undo all the changes.
Okay, that changes won't be reflected into your repository, correct? For that we have to use head command we can use, right?
No, you can use git revert.
Yeah, git revert also one way is there, yeah. Yeah.
So what do you need? Continuous integration and dev testing? The continuous integration of Jenkins.
Continuous integration advantages, correct?
Yeah.
So main advantages of continuous integration is every day to day, once your development is done, you can integrate the code. By that way, what will happen is you can easily release your product into on time to the you can deliver the product into on time, and also day to day only you come to know the issues in the particular module. So there that on the spot only you can fix that issues, and then you can resolve the issue. You can save your time. And also while using the continuous integration, continuous integration is done, you can deploy the packages into different you can release the packages into different environment while using the continuous integration process. These kind of benefits we have.
Have you, installed Jenkins, or you just done it from the console or operations part?
Yeah, I installed Jenkins in my test box, but in my environment, my client they only set up that environment I gave, but locally I install. I know I have knowledge and administration of Jenkins also.
What are the plugins you have used in Jenkins?
Multiple plugins I used, like RHN push plugin we are using to push the packages to the Red Hat satellite server, and also Sonar Cube I installed for the checking the code quality. Once your development is done, if you wanted to check, whenever you wanted to check the code quality of your code, so we are using the Sonar Cube plugin, and also embeddable build status plugin I installed to check the status of the particular build, and green ball plugin also I installed to check convert the success build blue color into green color. I installed this plugin, and also pipeline plugin also I installed to automate the complete process in the pipeline view. I installed pipeline plugin also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know about which organization you are now currently working?
Currently Wipro.
Wipro?
Yeah.
So in Bangalore?
No, Gurgaon.
Gurgaon.
Yeah.
You are originally from where?
What?
You are originally from Odisha.
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 Yeah.
So why do you want to move from Wipro to?
Yeah. So main reason I wanted to learn more things and also career growth also I am looking. So main reason is to learn the more technologies in DevOps thing. So currently I worked like from past 3 years I worked same work only. So I want to improve my skills.
And you are working how long in Wipro?
From past 3 years same company only.
3 years. And,
Hmm.
so do you know anything about our company?
No.
You did not check it. Because applying for interview for a company without checking.
Yeah.
So I give a brief about our
Yeah.
company.
Sure.
We are
Yeah.
not a big company like Wipro.
Yeah. No problem. Just.
So we started around a couple of years and 2 years back. But earlier, this company established in 2011, I think.
Oh, 2011. Fine.
But earlier it was not in that space.
Mm-hmm.
But since 2013 end,
Mm.
the pace up, for the pace and drastically increasing.
Okay.
We joined this company in 2014 January.
Oh.
Around 20 people only.
Oh.
Now we have around 200 people.
Very good. Okay.
That's 3 years it multiplied till
Mm.
that.
Okay. Okay.
And also
Okay.
got CMI level 3 certification,
Mm.
ISO certification.
Oh.
We are
So.
basically a application developer, mobile and web applications.
Oh, you only take care of complete development.
Yeah, we take care of our complete development
Mm-hmm.
for mobile. We have separate teams for iOS, separate team for Android,
Oh.
for the PHP
Mm-hmm.
content.
Okay.
Team for backend also.
Mm-hmm.
Lot projects also we are doing.
Oh.
So all kind of projects.
I guess all things cover. I guess almost all development.
Yeah, almost all development things covered. Also, we are into Salesforce and CRM also.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Separate team for that.
Oh. Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
our most of the clients from USA. So
USA only. Okay. Okay.
most of the clients from USA and
Mm.
mostly with government clients, government department.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Is there any banking sector? Is there?
No, bank sector is not. We are in the health sector recently.
Oh, health.
We developed a health.
Okay. Okay.
We are mainly the government departments like business center,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
type of technologies we are working.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Insurance? Any insurance product?
No, insurance product. We are not a product-based company actually. We are a service-based company.
Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Solutions to the customers. So complete integration, infrastructure, automation.
Mm. Okay. Mm.
Even with application, we are also providing infrastructure support also. We
Okay.
provide infrastructure, AWS infrastructure support to one client only taking support from us.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
We are
Mm-hmm.
using AWS extensively. I mean, all the modules we about
Mm-hmm.
current
Mm-hmm.
AWS modules.
Okay. You will take care AWS also? Development and AWS, DevOps things, all things you will only take care?
Yeah, well, DevOps in AWS auto deployment. We are using tools like Jira. You know Jira?
Yeah, Jira ticketing system tool.
Yeah.
I know.
So with that we have our own Jira server.
Oh, server. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have our own Jira server. All on AWS, all tools are on AWS.
Okay.
Tracking tools, and we are not using GitHub. We are using our own Git. That is also company product. Like
Oh,
Jira
okay.
has a Bitbucket.
Bitbucket, yeah, I heard about that.
So we are using Bitbucket, our own server.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Using Confluence for our collaboration, knowledge sharing.
Yeah, I know that wiki, correct? Confluence wiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually we are uploading our document project related KT documents after or else something if any we get the error we will prepare document we'll upload there. That only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all we are getting all the project management documents and all the proposals, all the solution diagrams,
Oh.
all the server specifications. Say we create infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
We create separate VPCs for separate clients.
Okay.
AWS accounts for separate clients.
Oh.
All the documents are maintained by you.
Okay.
And AWS we are using, we are auto deploying, we are using Bamboo.
Oh, Bamboo. Yeah. Continuous integration tool. Before Jenkins, we are using that, correct? Yeah. But it won't support plugins, correct?
No, it has plugins. It has multiple plugins also.
Okay. Yeah. Apart from?
Apart from, we are using Bamboo to deploy in AWS.
Okay.
Auto deploying API gateways.
Mm.
We're using Lambda functions in Bamboo. So
Oh.
you don't need to use your server to run your command.
Okay.
Just create a script and put it on Lambda function. And
Lambda functions only we are using.
So from there we are triggering. Also, we don't put our server for API. We use AWS API gateway.
Oh.
All APIs from there.
Yeah.
So that is we are using mostly serverless technologies. These are called microservices.
Okay. Azure also you are using Azure?
Azure, not much. We are not using that much Azure.
Okay.
For some features, we are using Azure. One or two projects.
Continuous delivery pipeline and all you implemented already?
CI/CD in AWS code pipeline?
Yeah, in Jenkins we implemented that actually pipeline process.
No, we are using Bamboo for continuous integration.
Okay. Okay.
And also there's monitoring tools like Zabbix, Neuralink, and QA team using the Selenium for automated testing and all.
Okay.
All the DevOps tools, this and Maven, these are all using Bamboo.
Oh, okay.
And Maven, these are available in Bamboo. So
Okay.
also code checking, code commit, these are Bamboo plugins.
Yeah.
The server, because we work many projects in LAMP server.
Okay.
Linux, Apache, PHP. So we are also expertise in web server, maintaining the web server, database replication, database clustering, like MySQL clusters and all. So these kind of multiple technologies and variant things we are working. So unlike Wipro, we have a different team for the other tasks.
Okay.
So we do everything all together. There's a lot of scope to learn and grow.
Oh, yeah. Most of the things good only, almost.
So almost all the industry standard projects we are working.
Yeah. Compared to my project, it's very good project, I guess. Like we are using like old tools only. So what you told now, this and all very new. It's also, I heard from my friends also, it's very booming tools like hard skills.
So what is your current 60 days now?
Here I am getting 4.5 lakh.
You're expecting
30% hike on that.
Okay, I'll send my feedback.
Yeah. Thank you very much for you explaining the project and thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.